Hi, it's Pam Kelly here, registered dietitian and nutrition therapist, working on my continued interest in three things on subjects. Today we're going to start intuitive eating. Now, intuitive eating is a big subject, and there's more than just three little blurbs to do on it, but it gives you a chance to know a little more about it and see if it's something you're interested in and would like to learn more about. So, intuitive eating has been around since the early 90s. It's researched and studied. There's plenty of evidence to prove that this is a very successful way to change your relationship with food. And it's written by Elaine Resch and Evelyn Tribole. I've got the workbook here because I use this so much in my office on the 10 steps to intuitive eating. They have one now that's for teenagers, intuitive eating for teens, which is another good one. I'm showing you that not to sell the book, but just to tell you that it's worth researching more to learn about it if you're interested. So the first one is to reject the diet mentality. This is so hard. We are swimming in a diet world and we don't even know it. We've been raised in it. Some of you don't know any different than having someone tell you what you should be eating. So intuitive eating is rejecting the idea that we have to be on a diet, that we have to have some external cue telling us what it is that we need to eat. So that's the first tenet, is rejecting diet mentality. You could make intuitive eating or mindful eating a diet if you wanted to, and that's what we're trying to avoid. We're trying to get you to listen to your own internal wisdom and dialogue. The second one is on honoring your hunger. And if you look back, there is another of these three things on hunger, which is pretty interesting if you want to watch it. But hunger is so fascinating because it's a cue that comes from the body. We have many other cues too. We have cues that tell us when we need to urinate. We have clues to tell us when we're thirsty. We have cues that tell us when we're sleepy. We have cues that tell us when we need to use the bathroom. We have cues that tell us when we need to scratch an itch. There's so many cues that it's body talk and listening to that body talk. That's part of intuitive eating, is honoring your own hunger. The third one is making peace with food. And this is complicated and honestly not enough time here to really delve into making peace with food. But think of it this way. If you've been on a diet, if you've been told, for instance, sugar's poison, or carbohydrate is bad, or fat will cause cholesterol problems, or that the portions are too big, or that if you eat that, you'll eat the whole container, you get to where you just don't trust yourself around food. And as a client just told me, then you don't even know what you should eat. So making peace with food is sort of putting food in its place. That food's just food. It's just food. It's not the end-all be-all of any of our existence, shouldn't be. So understanding that food by nature should be soothing, provide energy, provide satisfaction, that it should never be about shame or guilt or doing it right or doing it wrong. Peace. That's what you want with food. I'll stop there. Check in again for the next three parts of intuitive eating on these three things.